Hello, hello.
Hello.
Welcome back, and apologies for the lateness. We were out, and then realised we hadn't even picked a game to play. So,
Well, to be fair, I don't usually pick a game.
well, you should.
You usually have just arranged it already, so I didn't really think about it. But we had spoken at the end of the last stream. I think we maybe had 3 suggestions, but we're leaning towards, or at least I had said, Resident Evil.
Which turns out I don't have.
Yeah, we don't have.
I
so-
thought I bought Resident Evil 3, but apparently I didn't. So that's going to have to come at some other time when it's not $60 to buy. But yeah, so we thought we'd play some Inside, which is kind of a shortish game.
Well, it was the only game that you said you had, and then you also said it was installed, and then it wasn't installed. So basically, it's just we're playing it by default.
Yeah. What's this? Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. This game's a little...
What's that one?
The game is cut off because it's still set up for
Oh.
downfall. There we go. I was going to say this window looks small. Yeah, so it's kind of short. It's, I guess, kind of in the style of Little Nightmares because it's like similar gameplay. No dialogue. It's just like you learn the story from watching what happens.
And I think I watched you play. I don't think I watched the whole thing necessarily. But,
yeah, I don't remember if you watched the
I
whole
watched
thing.
some of it, I think. But I could also be getting... Wasn't there another similar one you played at the same time that you also mentioned in the last stream?
Yeah, there's also Limbo, which is
Yes.
this is by the same people who did Limbo, as
Yeah.
far as I understand.
So you played this and Limbo basically one after the other.
Yeah, I think I played
And
Limbo
so-
first.
And because I was obviously not like playing it myself, and I was watching, but I don't think I watched the whole of either of them. I probably got a completely mixed up view in my head, and it's mainly just snaps of like visuals rather than story. So it's basically blind for me, like in all practical purposes.
Yeah, I can pretty much remember what happens in this to an extent.
I remember the end of one.
Don't
Don't know which one.
Howdy, stranger.
Holy moly. Hey, Squeaking Squirrel.
Hello, I haven't seen you in a while.
Welcome back. You probably remember the end to
Or
this,
maybe a week.
I
don't
imagine.
know.
The end to Limbo is kind of generic and not really anything, so...
Oh, okay.
Limbo's like a more simplified version of this, I would say.
Oh, it seems like we should have done that one first.
It's a good game. It's just not really that interesting.
Oh, we might not do it at
It's
all.
more like a puzzly one.
Right.
I mean, this is puzzly, but it has better, more interesting. What's the word? More interesting imagery and stuff to go with it. Whereas
Right.
Limbo's like a noir one, where it's basically just like silhouettes.
Right. So
So
it's not.
there's not much to
horror?
look at. It's horror, but it's more. I don't know.
But,
This one's
but we're
better.
not going to do it at all.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think it's really worth.
And so if we're going to do it, it seems like we should have done it.
I mean, it's a good game. It's just I don't think it's like probably that interesting to stream. But yes. I hope there's no spider. Wait, was there spider? Oh, well, Limbo has spiders. Limbo has a spider.
I feel like there's
we're
a
not
chance
playing
of
Limbo.
spiders when you're in a dark, foresty-looking area like we are.
I don't believe this has spiders,
What is Deja doing?
but Limbo does. Which Can you stop her? Don't do
Deja-
that.
This is not necessarily the best place to put these.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them away. I wanted to display them, but then they're gonna get
Yeah, well,
ruined.
We don't have shelves yet.
Maybe just lay them down in front of the screen, before she destroys them. Yeah, we'll get into it. How do I start? Push a button. There we go.
Welcome
Oh,
back.
Jesus Christ.
Holy
Please
moly,
turn that
that's
down.
very loud. Why is it so loud?
Please turn it down. Which one am I turning?
That's no. We can't turn that. That's a separate thing. Deja, can you move so I can turn down the volume, please? Hey, Cyrus. Inside, probably not based on the French horror. Is there a French horror called Inside? Is it like a movie or is it like a game? I will be intrigued. I'm intrigued, so yeah, I've turned it down a bit. I do need to balance the volume of those alerts because some of them are louder than others.
I really just don't like the loud noises directly in my ears.
But it's horror.
That
You
doesn't-
get fright.
That's Okay, there's jump scares. I'm not anti jump scares. I think jump scares have a place.
Hmm.
That's not the same kind of thing. Like being startled
Kind of
because
is.
something is yelling in your ears is not like fear.
Okay. We got a load.
So yeah, the game just goes straight into this.
It's a side
So we just
scroller.
have no idea.
So there's
We're just
no,
some
like-
kid in a forest.
There's no 3D movement like in Little Nightmares, but it's a similar style, I would think.
But I mean, story wise, literally, we're just some kid in a forest. That's all we know.
We are.
We just started right here. There's
Some-
no intro, no nothing.
We're a kid that's
Oh,
not inside, but outside. So we had a truck that
Truck of
looked like it
people.
had people. We got some weird, like,
you know, people crossing the border.
we got some weird things in the back there. Some, like, pods or something.
Okay, so it seems Squeaking Squirrel has posted a link to that film.
Oh, yeah.
2007. Okay.
I haven't heard of it, but could be interesting. There's been a few good foreign horrors that I've seen in my time. Alright, we got more pods. We got people with masks. So
Creepy.
we have to run here, but I don't know what the run button is, so we might just die immediately. Unless I
So
check.
we can't save whenever we want. Is it just auto saving?
Maybe he runs automatic. Yeah, I think it's auto save. Okay, that didn't work. We wanted to get killed now. One of those foreign movies you have to see, even if you don't like foreign movies. I quite like foreign
I don't
movies.
understand. I mean, frankly, most of the time when someone says they don't like foreign movies, it's like racism. Unless you have, you know, some type of neurodivergency which makes foreign films
What
more
the
difficult. You know, like obviously there are legitimate reasons for like subtitles and stuff. Like, I don't watch foreign films when most of the films I watch aren't foreign films because I mostly watch films when I'm doing art or doing something else, which means I do not have the ability to look at subtitles. You know,
Right, we're out of here.
but
Yeah, I quite like foreign films. I
we
feel like
watched,
they
we
almost
watched
have a
Parasite.
better... Yeah.
I don't think we've-
Parasite.
I don't
We've
think
watched,
that many.
what's that German one?
Oh, Mother?
Hello Mummy or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought it was called Mummy or
it might be.
Hi Mummy or something like that. That one was good.
It's confusing because there were other movies that had similar names.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I actually want to rewatch that. Again, the only reason I haven't rewatched it is because I've only really watched movies while I'm doing art recently.
Rick is good.
Yeah.
That's
I did like
Italian or French?
that. I wanted to
They
say
did
Spanish.
do an American.
Was it in Spanish?
Ah, yes, actually, no, I think it is Spanish. And they did do a remake of
Which
that.
I mean, that
American
could be
remake.
from other places, but the language that was speaking was Spanish.
But the original's the best one. Oh shit. Can't think if there's any others. Those are the only ones I can think of.
You didn't watch A Tale of Two Sisters with me, did you?
No.
That also has an American remake, which, yeah, it's alright.
I feel like I'm supposed to be able to run somehow. Oh, hold on. Maybe this.
That sounds intense. The only other French film I've seen is The Valet, very different vibe, and I do feel like there is something to be lost because subtitles don't have the same effect as a human voice. Yeah, I think, yeah, the statement I made was probably more sweeping than I intended. I think it totally makes sense that, like, it's going to be easier or different mood, different feeling than... But what my point more is that I think there's a undercurrent of what I can only assume is racism that kind of people make it a bigger deal than it actually is. It's still, you know, a bit of a barrier, but it's
It can
not,
be, yeah.
You know, it's,
I mean, it's more effort than
yeah.
watching something in your native language.
Well,
So
for some people it might be less of an effort if it's reading rather than, you know, it depends how you process things. But anyway, yes. So yeah, I don't mean to hate on people who prefer. I mean, yeah, I guess I probably prefer movies that are in my own language most of the time. Anyway, it's the basis or subtitles, at least for me. I try to read while I'm trying to watch the film and trying to understand the tone. It gives me anxiety trying to get all through. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Actually, that is one thing with subtitles for me is, you know, there's an argument that like, oh, well, if you're hearing impaired, Like, why not just have closed captions all the time, because then it's more accessible to everyone. And I'm like, that's totally fair. I have no problem with that. I'm not hearing impaired. If subtitles are there, I will accidentally focus on...
I do that too.
Which I think everyone does,
Yeah.
yeah. And possibly miss things because all I can focus on is the subtitles. Like, I have to consciously think not to focus on them.
Run, kid, run, be alive! Oh god.
Very exhausted. Yeah. Weirdly, I use subtitles in English movies and TV because it will help understanding the
shit.
words. I've seen that a lot online, that people have started using subtitles purely because, you know, there's this whole thing about, one, everything's too dark, and two, can't hear because it's quiet and when they're talking, and then loud when anything loud happens. So people, I think, are using closed captions or subtitles more for that reason.
Makes
What did
sense.
you write down?
I just wrote down which of those sound effects to reduce in volume. Don't shoot me, sir. Woo. Oh god.
Trying to soak in what I'm reading. Yeah, totally. I definitely do that too. I guess, yeah, for me, it's like, if it's a good movie, then I need to make... okay, this whole thing is too loud for me.
What?
Everything is loud. How do I turn this down? Which is it, top or
No,
bottom?
because then it's going to turn down for me as well.
Fine. Okay, I just won't talk for the rest of the stream
No,
then, because
we'll
I
turn it
can't.
down. Oh, I got-
can't focus because of the noise.
Can we dive? Subtitles.
Yeah, it was something else.
Pizza.
Oh, it's on me that I make. If a movie is good, it's on me to make sure I'm in a space where I can watch it with subtitles, rather than it being a fault of the movie
Oh, yeah.
that it needs subtitles. Those dead pigs.
They look like dead pigs, indeed. Where are we going? This is the question. And why are there weird men with masks on chasing us? To the cornfield.
Thought that was in the game for a second.
Whoa! Never go into the cornfield. It's always a bad time.
Have you seen the movie Dead Birds? I think it's called Dead Birds.
Nope. I've seen the movie Birdemic though.
I know you have.
Classic.
Good water effects.
Yeah, it weren't too bad. Considering, when was this? 2016? Deja, what are you doing?
Oh, I thought that was in the game.
No, it's
Is that
Deja.
her with the paper?
Yep.
Oh, bloody hell,
These are little
David.
chickens.
She's eating that paper, so I'm just going to go pick up this paper.
There's little chickens. Why is it chicken? Yeah, they're quite good actually. I do like the visuals in this one. It's kind of what drew me to it in the first place, and to Little Nightmares, because Little Nightmares is kind of similar in its visual style. There's like all these chickens, and then a whole bunch of dead pigs for some reason. Asia, why are you being troubled? Huh? You got like a billion toys. You don't need to play with paper.
I don't think she's ever grabbed my paper from elsewhere, but I guess just because it ended up on the ground, it became a toy.
We got chickens
Chicks.
and lots of pigs.
Lots of dead or sleep. They could be sleeping.
Feel like they're not sleeping. Alright. We're going in. We're going inside. The game is beginning. We're not outside anymore. We're inside. There is a lever. What does it do? Doesn't do anything. Oh shit.
Might later.
I think I remember what happens here. get the machinery running.
Is this gonna kill the chicks? Like those videos that you see online of like, this is what happens at whatever chicken
just-
place. That is yellow.
Not gonna comment on that. Not gonna comment. Sorry, chickens. I don't think they die actually. I think they just get blown up there.
But they're making you think at least that they're gonna die.
Come to me.
Just get blown up.
Yeah. 'Cause it's like a fan or something. Ah, they're too quick.
I don't know,
Come
it
here.
kind of looks like bits of bird.
There's feathers, which I guess are bits of bird, but not crucial bits of bird for their survival. Go, 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 go. Little chickens. See, they're fine. Just learning how to fly.
Wait, you literally just shot them at this box.
It's hay bales, so
Okay.
we can get them.
Why are they in there?
It's the farm, I
I
guess.
don't get. Yeah, but what is that doing? Shooting them out for no reason.
Yeah, how else do you get your stuff off shelves? You not shoot chickens at them? That's what I do. We've got to jump into that, I think.
The dead pigs.
Yep.
Gross.
I think, or I might just die here. Ooh.
Pigs are pretty solid. I feel like they would
Yeah.
hurt a lot.
I mean, it will be softer than the ground,
Even
but
if-
not that much softer.
Even if they were soft, fat animals,
Oh.
that would hurt.
Maybe they've decomposed enough so they're squishy. There's like,
You just go through.
you see that?
But also they haven't. What?
There's like a worm
Where?
in the pigs, in the tray. It's like sticking up.
Oh. Gross.
It's like a tentacle.
I see a couple now, actually.
Oh, there's a whole bunch
Yeah.
on the ground too. There's worms everywhere. More worms down here.
Why are they going up, right?
Maybe they're trying to get to flesh or to the rain. Oh wait, I remember some things. What?
It looks like you're in the swamp of sorrow,
Ah,
thing of eternal sad, whatever the fuck it's called in Never-Ending Story.
the bog of eternal stench.
That is in Labyrinth.
I thought you said buttocks.
I said Artex.
Okay. Wait, what? Buttocks. Get us out of here. That pig's got one on his
Oh.
butt.
Yeah, there's another big one on this.
Oh god. Pig. Ah. Gotta jump him. Jump the pig.
It's all gaunt. Look at that. So that maybe they're parasitic worms.
I think there might be. I remember this.
I still think the other ones are dead, but it seems like there's creepy men in masks taking people away, probably kids, and there's a bunch of pigs that seem to have parasitic worms that are eating away at them and making them go a bit crazy and eventually die.
Hmm?
Scary.
Oh,
Jesus! My own voice is too loud right now. How?
Well, the thing is, if I turn the volume of the game down, it turns our microphone volume up.
Yeah.
So
The levels are all like literally everything's too loud for me right now.
I think you need
Hi.
over-ear headphones, because I have put inner ear headphones in with the setup, and they are louder than these ones.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well,
that's
these
probably
these
the issue.
have been fine on other things. And last time I switched to the over-ear ones, I don't think it made any difference really.
Oh. I do. There is actually a different pair there. That's the different pair on the drum kit.
Different to what I used last time.
Yeah, because I switched them over. If you did want to try them.
Again, yeah, I'll do that.
And hello, Game Tourist. How are you doing?
Oh my god, I just took the head. Oh my god,
What?
I had like everything just sounded muted when I took the headphones out because it was like going from so loud to taking them out. Oh my gosh.
Okay, we need to get to this, but I
Making
can't
myself
remember
deaf.
how to do it. I think. Oh, wait. Do we drag the pig? He's got a worm in his butt. Get out of here, worm. How dare you do this to the pig? Piggy, come over here.
I don't like this.
Don't like what?
The pig, not the headphones. Oh, they don't stay adjusted.
The adjusty thing's not good on them anymore. That's why I switched them.
Oh, these are,
we're doing pretty good, I think. Thanks.
these are not going to stay on my head very well.
Yeah, they're kind of annoying, those ones.
Because I have to put them on the smallest.
I do as well when I use them.
Oh.
We're doing good though. We forgot we hadn't picked the game last time, so it was kind of a panic because we've been out, and then we got home like as the stream was supposed to start, and then we're like, oh, we haven't actually picked a game, so I had to quickly install something for us to play. So just
okay.
Cool. Is that any better?
Yeah, maybe. I think it might be better. I think my voice doesn't sound as loud to me, so I'm going to assume the game will be better.
That's good.
When we get more noises.
All
oh,
right.
there are children.
Well, you're about to see what's going to happen with those children when we do this. How we can control them.
I think I vaguely remember this. Yeah.
Do what we do. We need to get them out of here. Can we? No, we need two. We need two to lift it. Or maybe we need more than that to lift it. You guys come over here too.
How do you only do some of them?
Because the other two are holding the gate, so they won't move. If they're holding it. Whoa! Run away. Okay, now how do we get out of this thing? Pig, you gotta come with me. I'm gonna save you.
This is just making me sad.
It'll be alright.
It's not going to be alright though.
He's free from the worm. We pulled the worm out of his butt.
Okay.
Now he'll be okay.
He's going to starve in there.
He'll live a peaceful life. He can eat the chickens. Alright, what else we got? A door.
The other one needed 4 children. You can just do that on your own.
It's probably because that one's a roller door and the other one was like a heavy iron gate.
Fair. So has time passed, or was it always daytime? We were just in the dark forest. Now it's bright.
Do you mean are there day and night cycles in the game?
No, well, I guess yes, but when we started the game it was dark. I'm saying, is it dark because we were in a forest that was hiding the light, or was it dark because it was nighttime?
I don't know. Oh look, we've got people. They're all lined up.
One's facing the other way. Wait, no. Yes? Looks like one of them's turning around. No, I think they're just wobbling weird.
Yeah,
just
they're
tricking
all
my eyes.
facing the same way. Spawn more chickens. Oh yeah. We're playing Skyrim, you could spawn chickens. This is true. So that pulls the chain up, so we want to push it this way. Can we reach that? Yes.
Damn, someone's got some muscles for a scrawny little boy.
I guess so. I mean, probably weighs less, so. I feel like I would have maybe been able to do that as a child more likely than I could now. Wait, what? Is that open?
I definitely couldn't do it now. I seem to have no strength.
I couldn't do it either, so. There's a box. Is that a box or is that I think it's a safe, right? Is that a safe?
Kind
Yes.
of looks like so.
I can only really remember the end of this game. So like, as we're playing
I think I
these
remember
bits,
the end, but that's it.
yeah. But as we're playing through these bits, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this bit.
I don't remember like the why. What I'm picturing as the end is the end.
Well, I don't know if there is much of a why, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of wondered if that was the case. Anyway, but we'll see.
It's very much like a you have to kind of interpret it yourself because there's no dialogue or anything. It's just.
Well, it's
what
like
you
picking
see.
up the clues. Like, there's worms. Oh, this pig is scrawny.
Mm.
Oh, look, there's mind control. Which, you know, those two things. Well, three, whatever, how many things I said, seem connected.
We died! I did actually kind of remember that's what happens. Well, I remember something happens here where you die when you touch the safe. I couldn't remember what it was. Oh, that was close. Okay. Damn, son. Where are we going? Oh, there's another level. This game only has, like, 2 buttons for the controls.
Oh, you could use like a Sega control.
Run, you could actually. Run and grab, and then the D-pad. Whoa, shit. Okay, I didn't die. Pull that off. What's in here? A ball. Oh, that's right. So these things... Is it these things?
It kind of reminds me of the mind control hat you're just wearing.
These are like a collectible. So you have to find all of them to get an achievement.
Okay.
But I've already done 100% on this game. But yeah, I think they're not actually like...
Like, pertinent to the game.
Yeah, they're just like an extra. Okay. Can we jump to this? Look at him go! So fast. Oh, we got 2. Wait, how does this work? Oh, there's pressure plates. That's right. So... I think we need to get them both out. What am I doing? And close that. Then... Yeah, there we go. Wait, did that stay open?
One of them's not on it.
Oh, goddamn. Guys, come on. Okay. So these mind control things, for some reason, I thought they were in Little Nightmares when we were playing it.
Oh.
I was like, oh, that's right, this is the mind control things.
No.
But they're actually in this.
Yeah.
Because I kind of get those games mixed up. Where we go? We're in some kind of industrial complex. There's a C. There's an R. What do you think it spells?
Raccoon City.
Raccoon City. Oh shit. Oh. There's some more people over there. Marching in a line.
Yens go marching to.
So what you might actually notice, strangely, is that we're going towards where these people are, rather than away from where these people are.
Very true.
But why?
Because it seemed like the implication, like the obvious kind of thing you might lean to in that first bit when you see people in a woods and you're in a woods and they're getting taken away, is that you've run away or you're trying to not be caught, because that's the thing that's happening in your city.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right, we are going towards it.
It's pretty weird. Pretty mysterious. So many. No, no, don't jump. Sir, what are you doing?
You know that you control?
I do, but gotta pass the blame somewhere. Okay, down the drain pipe. See, Little Nightmares isn't made by the people who made this, but there's a lot of similarities in like pulling these planks off and stuff. And
it
like,
was a
almost
similar
graphical
time,
style.
right? Because I feel like I said you
Yes.
played this in Limbo like straight after each other, but I kind of associate it with Little Night. Maybe I just
Well, this is
did that
2000.
association because of the
This is
timing,
2016.
because of the style.
This is 2016, and I think Little Nightmares is like 2017.
But did you play them at similar time?
Probably. Oh. No, get off.
Also, it might not be a super long one because we started late, and I don't think I get enough sleep, even though I actually sleep for ages, but I don't get enough good sleep. This is also like Little Nightmares.
It is. Very Little Nightmares. Oh, they're like
what?
not dead. They're like plugged in.
Oh, creepy. What is it about the bad things happen to small children in 2D genre?
I know, right? Oh no, we've got
we're
wired now
plugged
too.
in.
Damn.
I guess it's sort of a bad things happen to, bad things from corporations happening to small children is a bit of a theme in other things too. Wait, why is the light not going on?
I want to see if I can open this first. Open it first and then come back.
What?
It's the thing for the power. Go, 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 go! So there's ones on the ground were like kind of twitching. So it's like, what's going on there? They've been plugged into the Matrix or something?
And that kind of fits with the mind control, like it thematically all seems
Seagull, what are you doing there?
shitting apparently.
I think you can slip on that if you run.
First, don't try it.
No, maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of Metal Gear Solid. Ah! No! Oh shit. Oh, that's right.
Where's my face?
Oh. Gotta march like them.
Not very good at sensing inconsistencies, this robot.
Wait, what's happening? Where are we going? Why is there people watching?
That's
People with masks.
that looks like families because there's kids and stuff.
Yeah. And a baby.
It's like-
But they've got masks
This
on.
see that makes me think of like rich families
What?
just being
Oh, I didn't do the jump. Fuck. I was too busy looking at the family.
like, and again, this has obviously been in other things as well. You've got these rich families. It's like, look, here's your like new slaves and blah blah blah, and they just don't see you as human. Because if it was just adults, you'd just think, oh yeah, it's the people who work for the military or whatever. But because there's kids there, that makes it seem like this is a product.
Oh god. How did you not notice me?
Anyone wearing red?
Yeah. How much longer have we got to go? What is that?
There's a dog now. If you go out
Oh.
the line, that dog's gonna kill you.
Yeah, yeah, it's a dog. I feel like it's gonna know. Oh. Run! Get out of there!
Ooh!
You're
Those
like,
look like mannequins.
they do. Are they meant? No, they're moving.
They are moving.
Oh shit.
What's going on with the heads?
They look like the people from the wall.
Were they just bald? And because you don't have faces, it looked weird?
Maybe? Sarah, save me. But actually, it's just me saving myself.
Isn't that the real lesson?
Where do we need to go to? Yeah.
Me. Me.
Got
Oh.
a pressure plate. We probably need to put the.
Box on? Oh, then how do you get to
I need to probably
the thing?
do this.
Yeah.
What the hell, sir? Don't do that. Behave yourself. Ah. Yeah, so Limbo is like similar gameplay to this, but without the like intrigue of the visuals and stuff. The visuals are still fine, it's just there's not really any like not as much intrigue to it.
It's just like dark and puzzles.
Yeah.
Rather than an implied story.
Pretty much. What are we doing here? Oh, we're gonna do like a double thing? What the fuck? How does that even work? We're like double mind control. Too many minds. Spider will stay in your dreams. There's a pretty intense spider. If you don't like spiders, it's maybe not a good game to play. Okay, so how does this work? We need to... Oh shit. That did work.
So how do you disconnect just one?
Um,
Can you? You must be.
I think you have to do it probably on that platform, like here, so that he just doesn't die.
Oh yeah.
But you'd have to get these ones positioned first. Somehow. Guess if you put this here.
Yeah, and so you can still get up.
Then
If you jump
No.
up, you can still control the first one.
yes. Yes.
Oh, these headphones just like falling off my ears.
What's going on down there? Huh? What are you guys up to down there? We're gonna open that thing down there. You're like, whoa, what's happening? I think we need to.
We're not gonna jump, are we?
Yes, we're going to.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay, positioning was not quite correct. Just got smushed.
We should maybe tape these headphones. buttons into position.
Yeah.
Not position, you know, the adjusting thing. Because
Could do. I think I've got some insulation tape.
Because
Probably would.
basically the only way to keep them on my ears is for them to rest on my ears.
Mm.
And obviously the tips of my ears are a bit sensitive. So I'm
Mm.
trying to adjust them.
Yeah, I can do that. I don't trust this water. Water's always dangerous. Oh, we have to go down? Oh, there's some barrels we've got to free or something. VHS. Oh, we're drowning. Don't drown, sir.
It's recommended that you get 8 full hours of sleep.
I thought it was less than that. It was like 7 or 6.
I think the
it's
thing
changed.
I read today said 8, but you know, things say like I've seen 7, 8, 9, 10, 6, 4, 5, whatever. But I'd have to be asleep by 9.
Yeah.
Hours.
I don't think
Which
I like pretty much ever
can
get
do.
8 hours. I think I get like 6.
Well, the thing is, some people that is enough. But like, there's one of the casters I listen to. The chick kind of says how
Wait,
she
so this-
fully needs like 10,
Yeah.
and I think I'm kind of the same. Like,
Oh, did we die? What the fuck? It seemed way too quick.
I can easily sleep 10 if I need to. At the same
I
time,
mean-
I wake up early naturally though.
I can easily sleep 10. I can easily sleep 12. But I can like survive on 6.
Yeah.
6 seems to be like enough for me.
So if I have 6, I can survive, but I don't feel great. And I kind of think I need to have. I'm just sort of thinking of things while we're playing this game. When there's no dialogue, like it's even easier for your mind to wander. I was just kind of thinking, okay, next week I was gonna really try and be good with my food because I've been a bit bad today and I was a bit bad the other day as well. Okay, and I wasn't that great last week either, and I said I was going to be better this week and wasn't. But also, like, I was healing my tattoo, so I wasn't exercising as much. But next week I think I can start up again. So I was like, cool, next week I'll have good food and I'll exercise and that'll make me feel better. Just thinking, maybe instead of reading, although reading before bed makes me feel good too, maybe I'll have like a break from some things before bed and really try and like be asleep by 9 for next week. It's a good reset. Then after that, you know, if I get 7, 8, 8.5 hours, I mean 7, 7.5 hours instead of 8, fine. But maybe I'll try and That's just what my mind was doing, is like,
I realise next week's going to be snacks.
why?
Because we've got movie night.
Yeah, but I usually just don't have those.
You're never going to be able to have snacks at movie night.
But that's I don't need to have chips or whatever fortnightly.
Got to enjoy
But they're
yourself.
not necessary. No, but this is the thing. Like, when I get into that habit of, got to treat yourself, I end up overeating. And I do it all the time. Whereas when I say, no, I don't actually need these, and I just don't eat anything at something like a movie night, then I actually feel better in the long run that I didn't have that stuff. If it's like, oh, we're having a birthday, or, oh, we've arranged a movie night that's not a fortnightly thing, it's just like a one-off, then yeah, I might have a treat day and have some snacks. But for a thing we regularly do, I don't need to be having those snacks.
Guess.
And then if someone does make something like unique and different that I wouldn't usually have, then I usually do get a portion of that I'll have the next day. Yeah, I don't need to have snacks anymore.
I suppose so. What am I doing?
Had enough snacks just today to last me. Oh my god, it was so bad today.
So you could save it for movie night.
Or, well, no, I can't save it. I've already done it.
In the future, though.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, yeah, sometimes I do plan that, but I don't need to do that fortnightly, as on top of everything else.
I guess. I feel like the last 3 movie nights, though, you haven't had snacks.
Yeah, because I'm trying to be good. Why is it? I don't understand why it's a big deal to other people if I don't have chips.
Because they're good. Chips are good.
I know, chips are my fucking favourite food. I know they're good.
Exactly.
But that's why I don't eat them, because otherwise I eat a whole damn packet.
But if you have them at movie night, you can't have a whole damn packet.
I don't understand.
You gotta share them.
This keeps people listening. This keeps happening. It's like Jacob's trying to encourage me to be unhealthy, even
I'm
though
not. I encourage you not to snack during the day, and then I encourage you to snack during the movie night, because it's...
night, the worst time to be snacking.
No. I snack at night. I have, like, toast and,
one,
like...
got a male body. Completely different.
Yes. What the hell are we doing? I don't understand.
But yes, I don't need encouragement to snack. Because again, I'm not one of these people who eats healthy all the time and doesn't treat myself. I allow myself treats. So I don't need encouragement to treat because
No,
I will treat too much. So please stop encouraging me.
you gotta have your treats at a certain time.
Okay,
Like
I'm
a
not
movie
saying
time.
male bodies don't need to be in tone. I'm saying male bodies don't carry specifically fat in the same way that female bodies do.
That's
Female
true.
bodies are designed to hold more fat in like the abdomen for childbearing and things like that.
I don't have no toning. I'll tell you that right now. I don't know what I'm doing here. I need to get to this chain. There's also a door down here, but we can't get to that because it closes when it fills with water. There's like a hatch over here. Almost seems like we're supposed to push something down there. But there's nothing. I'm confused.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of guys with big stomachs, but I mean, yeah, I'm just saying there are like some, like it's easier for people who are born with XX chromosomes to
Can I open this?
put on weight. Generally, they put on weight more easily, and it's more difficult to get that weight off and store more fat. But yes, also if you have like a male body and you drink a ton of beer,
Oh,
you're going to
did I?
get a beer belly. Like that's definitely going to happen. Not saying that doesn't.
Oh, I see what I need to do. Ah, shit, I missed it. Yeah.
But
so
also
it's
you could
pretty
work, like
true.
if you started work, like if you did the kind of workouts I do, you'd probably like lose weight super easily. You don't need to, I'm not saying you need to, but if you did the exact same workout that I do, you'd probably end up like just losing weight
I'd be buff.
really easily. Whereas I do it
I'd be
and
super
I don't
buff.
lose, I've actually lost some weight but not any inches, which is fine. It means I'm losing the internal fat around your organs, which you don't, which is what you want to lose. It means I've been healthy.
But yeah, and or Coke. Isn't like, you know.
I think like for
What kind of Coke?
making a beer belly.
what
Yeah,
was this?
estrogen does fun things to metabolism and where you carry fat too. Like the hormones do dictate where you carry. Yeah, exactly.
Damn hormones. Causing all the issues.
Yeah, but yes. Anyway, it's just one of those things. Like when I say, it's kind of frustrating because if I say like, oh, you know, like I don't want the snack or whatever, and then people are like treat yourself, and I'm like, no, like don't worry, like
Treat
I'm
yourself.
not treating myself. You don't need to worry that I'm never eating my favourite food of chips again. I will buy a pack of chips and eat the whole fucking thing. When I say a bag, I mean the big bags. I will eat the whole thing and then happily open a second packet. That'll happen. But because I know that's going to happen, I will strategically plan as a special treat to do that rather than... Like I bought 3 packs of these little, instead of chips, soy or chickpea snacks, and they are all gone because I ate 2 packs of those today. And I ate 1 pack the other day.
Wow. So you should just strategically plan your snacks for movie
Yeah,
night.
no, well, yes, I do. I do sometimes, but it's really not. As I said, I actually feel better when I don't have them in the long run. So, I need to lose fat in my tummy myself. I mean, the thing is, for everyone, the tummy is the one that's kind of difficult for fat. But is it called visceral fat? Is that what I said the other day? That's the fat anyone needs to lose more, and you cannot tell from the outside if someone has visceral fat or not. It's the fat that's like around your organs, around your heart. You can be skinny and have lots. I was talking to someone who used to work at my work about this as well, because he said he was skinny and he can't put on weight, but he says he has lots of visceral fat because he like eats unhealthily and has had all these injuries and all sorts of stuff. So like, doesn't matter that he looks skinny and can't put on weight. He needs to lose weight, but he needs to lose that internal weight.
It's probably me. I probably need that.
You don't eat that unhealthily.
I feel like I do sometimes.
Well, we all do sometimes.
When I eat those chocolate chip waffles.
Also, I shouldn't even say bad. That's like bad framing of it. But I'm still working on my healthier habits. Been on a diet for nearly 3 years. See, I've never dieted. I make swaps with my foods and just try and think ahead about what I'm eating. And when I say think ahead, I don't mean meal prep for a week. I just mean like planning the next day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I am the bad voice in my friends' ears when it comes to snacks. I mean, to be fair, I quite often am not encouraging people to eat, but if someone's like, oh, I don't know, I'm also that person who's like, it's fine, like you're allowed a treat. Like I am that person too.
Treat yourself
but
before you eat yourself.
The difference is that when that person says like, oh no, like I really shouldn't, I really don't, like I'll feel better if I don't keep pushing it and encouraging them.
What? I just say, you should treat yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Before you eat yourself.
Stop talking. My treat today was sugar-free cookie with a sugar-free pudding. Nice. Today was a treat day. I won't even get into it. Same here. When I eat a fatty food, I feel the fat pile up. Yeah, cardio might help out for your friend.
Oh, look at that train.
Anyway, I need to do more cardio.
People.
Oh, creepy.
No.
That kind of reminds me of pigs. On a truck more than a train, but still.
Pigs on a plane.
Oh
shit, he saved me. Thank you. Bye. I'm ascending.
One myth though is people think if they're just like, I want to lose weight, which we should do all this exercise for just other reasons besides weight, but let's be honest, weight was sort of the main motivation for me, and I'm sure it is for lots of other people. But one of the myths is that you just have to do cardio and do a bunch of crunches, when actually you need to, from the little I know, you do some cardio, but strength training's actually more important, apparently.
Gotta do bodybuilding. Whoa.
My friend keeps buying me huge bags of holiday candy for me, and I just get so pissed off, I just want to throw it in the trash.
I had that.
Yeah. I got really...
Christmas. I had like...
Oh, yeah.
We did Secret Santa.
Yeah.
And it had to be things starting with the person's name. Like the first letter
Jumbo
of their
jelly
name.
beans.
I got jelly beans, jumbo jelly beans. I got jet planes. And then I think I literally only just finished that pack of jelly beans.
Yeah, like 2 days ago or something. A couple weeks ago, wasn't it? A couple days ago?
Or maybe a couple days ago. It was a huge ass bag though. It took me forever. Because I had all the other candy to get through too.
Yeah. To be fair, you eat treats though. I said to my mum, who's the main person who probably would buy chocolate and stuff, is like, look, I actually just don't want this anymore because I end up with this huge pile up. And she stopped buying it for me. That's fine. But also, I have a wish list, and my wish list has like, hey, look, there's these sugar-free things, or there's this muesli and granola, because I fucking love granola and yogurt now. And so, yeah, like at Christmas, Mum bought me sugar-free chocolates, which I could put in my smoothie, And it just means that if anyone buys me like a block of chocolate or something, well, I just have the one. I don't have a pile.
You give it to me.
And that's the other. I gave you a bunch of my birthday.
Oh,
I think my birthdays and Christmases, I've been like, cool, these are yours.
So you
add it to your pile.
You shouldn't stop asking for them.
Because you want
then
more.
I get them.
Weren't you just complaining that you had too much?
Yeah, I was. But then I also buy treats because I'm like, oh, these treats look good, but then I also have like a billion treats I also still
Okay,
need
but
to
the
get
fact
through.
that you were just saying like I should not say no because you want to get them makes me feel, because I quite often think, oh, maybe like I'll get something for Jacob, and I think, oh, I might get that, and I think of a bunch of food things, and I don't get them because I'm like, oh, he already has a bunch of treats, and he probably doesn't want to have like all these other things because it's unhealthy.
Oh God,
But
we're
now
gonna
I'm
die.
like, oh, okay, you clearly just want them anyway.
Nah, you don't have to get them.
Fatten you up like the
They're
Hansel and Gretel.
supposed to be your treats and presents. So it
No, I'm
shouldn't be
saying when
going
I
to me.
want to like buy you a treat or something.
Oh, you can buy me stuff.
That's
It'll
what
just
I'm
take me a
saying,
long
yeah.
time to get through it,
That's-
probably.
Okay, cool. This is where you need some young relatives to sneakily give them to. I have a niece. I have a niece now.
Yes.
Not that I want to give her unhealthy habits. She hasn't. She probably has enough treats as it is.
Oh, God.
She
She's in the
doesn't
water.
need all of mine too.
Should gladly
I
take
mean,
them though.
Jacob. Well, you gladly take them, so
I do.
I can just
but
give
she
them
would
to
also
you.
gladly take them.
She would. I don't want to. I don't know if a young growing body should really have that much sugar.
Sure, it's fine.
That's the way to become the coolest aunt slash uncle. It's totally my plan when my nieces get older.
Oh God, run! Whoa! Keep going, sir. Keep going. I remember this bit too.
Huh. So I was laughing at the fact you have to either side. Oh, this is
Stupid
like
dogs.
weirdly loud in one ear again.
It's kind of loud, this bit for some reason.
I've been strength training myself. I broke my 4th Thigh Master this month. I do.
intense training.
I've got. How did we get on this topic? I brought this up, didn't I? Because I was thinking about my food.
Yes.
This has come up before, talking about food and exercises and stuff. I do YouTube workouts, Pilates, and yoga mainly, but I also have some other things. I really should. I have some cardio and HIIT and stuff, but I don't do it as often. But I really should. Seems like a YouTube skit.
You should do what this kid's
It
doing.
should
He's getting all the
be.
cardio
I should
right
get
now.
the 5th one for free.
Oh God, why do I keep doing that?
I want a treadmill though, because I like walking, but sometimes the weather's not good for walking.
Like now.
Like at the moment, yeah. Which I
And
have
it's
because
crap.
the tattoo I was here. I can't remember if I said before that that's why I wasn't exercising, but
You did, I think. Yes.
the tattoo. I actually could have walked on it all this week, I think, but it's on my thigh and it was, had been swollen and swelling's gone down. But the last tattoo I had on my calf, where it got really swollen, I was like, I can totally walk on this, and I could. And then that one got a bit fucked up, so I was like being a bit more preventative, which I think was probably a good idea. But anyway,
This guy's got a submarine.
I like walking, but on days where it's really wet or really windy, it'd be nice to just have the treadmill as an option. But also, it means in the middle of the day, if I'm like in pajamas and just want to go for like a 10-minute walk, you can, and don't have to worry about like there are days like when I'm working from home, I'm home all day, but I'm having to like get dressed purely because I'm going for a walk outside. Whereas, in a weekend, if you're staying in pajamas and you just want a 10-minute walk, it'd be nice to have a treadmill. Anyway, I think I am going to buy a treadmill at some point, but I need to figure out where it can go.
Goes so deep.
That would be great advertising for them too. They must be working.
Where are we? What, am I trapped in here now? Oh, I gotta go down here.
I also
think
just want
this
to
has a
point out
boost.
that because this topic has come up more than once, I don't want to be one of those people who always talks about their food and exercises and stuff, but it is on my mind a lot, so that's why it comes up. But I don't want to be that person. Let's talk about something else.
Boop. Where are we? Some like weird box. Where are we going? Oh, what's that? It's promising.
I get it. I'm trying to get my life a little more together, and food and exercise are a big part of that for me too. There's actually someone at my work who I think she's 21, and whenever she asks, like, it's come up because it came up in conversation the first time we had a big chat, and so now it's kind of the thing, like, she's like, oh, how's this going? How's this going? But it's usually about how early I get up, what I'm eating, and what exercises I'm doing, kind of thing. And she's always like, wow, oh my God, that's so good, and blah, blah, blah. And I just want to remind people that, like, I am 30, and these things didn't happen overnight. So the good habits I have are because years ago I started thinking I should do this thing, and it's then, you know, a year later I'm like, oh, maybe I'll add this, or maybe I'll do this as well, or maybe I'll do this instead. And there was trial and error, but it's just slow build up. Like anything, not just food and exercise, any habit, any skill, anything, it was, you know, over time, little by little. There's no way the stuff I eat now I could have eaten like a few years ago. It just wouldn't have worked.
You do get up at like ridiculous o'clock as well. Which I
Yeah,
could, like,
well, that's what I
never
said.
do
But that was also like, but I've always woken up early. I can't stay up late.
Oh yeah,
you know.
I've never got up early in my entire life, unless I have to. Otherwise, I just sleep.
Yeah. But again, even that was like a build up over time, because I would get up at a certain time and then, you know, oh, I need to set my alarm earlier because of work or whatever, and now I'm waking up more like naturally earlier. And blah, blah. So yes, but yeah, just because quite often when I talk about these things, people think it's overnight, and also people forget that I am 30 because people quite often think I'm younger. Not that I'm saying that that's super old either, but just like
So ancient. 30 is so ancient.
But just more that, like, I have had time to do this, like, and figure it out. Anyway. Hell yeah, I'm getting old and I need to feel better about myself and my body, and I want people to look at me and think they want to slap my thighs or glutes.
What?
Damn, he's thick. I just want to bite that. I need to work on my glutes.
Interesting.
I went to the osteopath.
Do you want people to bite your glutes?
No.
No.
Not particularly.
Should aim for that. That's the goal.
Well, because
Biteable glutes.
actually, I don't really want anyone to think anything or do anything. I don't really. It's nothing to do with other people. That's what I want.
You don't want me to bite your glutes?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's an extreme goal.
Well,
I
we're in,
mean,
like a jungle now.
it's actually better to have a goal like that rather than like lose weight or even lose certain amount of weight. Have a goal like feel better, and people look at me and think they want to slap my thighs or glutes and fight that. Yeah.
Maybe that can be my goal too.
I mean, if you want. When the weather gets better, I just want to go for another. We haven't done like a walking track in months.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I think we've only done like a couple. Well, we hadn't done it pre-weather as well.
I guess so. Yeah. There's been other things going on.
Yeah,
so.
we've just been busy. I'm not even sure if we've done it since we've moved. Maybe, but not like a long one.
Yeah, we've done some short ones, but I don't think we've done a long one since we moved.
Have we ever walked the Mount Doom track?
Mount Doom.
Guess not.
I don't think it's in Wellington. Oh, is it in Wellington? No, I don't think it's in
I
Wellington.
don't think. I don't really
We've
know.
gone to the... What's the one we went to?
Kaitoki.
Yeah, the Kaitoki one. What's
It's
that in the movie?
Rivendell.
Rivendell, that's right. We've been to that one. But no, we haven't done the Mount Doom one. I don't think there's many in Wellington. Not that I've really looked them up, to be honest.
Yeah, I haven't really looked them up either.
I know the quarry was used for one of the scenes, but they obviously had to take that down because it was a quarry. They couldn't keep it up.
Oh.
Oh, what was that?
Wonder why the purple thigh masters are cheaper than the blue or grey ones. Jacob got a toothbrush It was
Oh,
the
yeah,
exact
that's right.
same toothbrush, but it was like $100 cheaper or something ridiculous because it was pink.
Well, it wasn't that much cheaper. It was an electric toothbrush, and it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
it was like 120 for the toothbrush, but then the pink versions were like $100. So it was like $20 cheaper.
I
Literally,
feel like
literally
it was more
just
than 20, but
maybe 50.
I feel like it was a substantial discount.
It was a decent
I mean,
amount,
20's decent. but
solely
like,
because it was pink, and I was
Yeah.
like, I don't care if it's pink. I'll save $50 on a toothbrush.
the quarry was Helm's Deep. If
Helm's
I
Deep,
remember
that's it.
right.
Yep, that's
Wellington
one.
City Park was the Dark Riders. Yeah.
The Wellington City Park, yeah.
Wait, what's
Um,
Wellington City Park?
I don't know which park it is, but it's the one where they hide under that, like, you know.
No,
they
no, I
hide-
know the scene.
yeah. I don't know
But
which
where-
park it is, though, to be honest.
Is there a park that's called Wellington City Park?
I don't think so.
Botanic Gardens?
Nah, it's not
It wouldn't
Botanic
be there,
Gardens. I'm not sure which park it is. Tongariro Crossing. Is that for Mount Doom?
Tongariro Crossing's like, that's like Taupo,
Yes,
Uh,
I think so.
Turangi, isn't it? Because I think that walk we did in
Oh,
Turangi
yeah.
is in the same place.
Wait, is that Mount Doom? Maybe we did do Mount Doom and we didn't even realize it. Because that was like kind of a mountainy area. It was like a waterfall.
If it was there, we didn't do that walk. I
Yeah, I
wouldn't have
suppose.
thought.
That's true.
Um,
What am I doing here? Do I need to push this button?
I will get another purple one. Hey, what's wrong with purple?
Yeah.
I would get annoyed if I was stuck. Like, I would pay a bit more for like a black thing, potentially.
Mm.
I like things being the right color. Like, I'm gonna replace my. Oh, not that I even use my jump rope, so maybe I will. Well, I think I will use my jump rope though. I just don't know. Anyway, I want to replace all my exercise stuff, so it's all black. Tongariro Crossing is right. That's the Mount. Okay, there you go. That's Mount Doom.
Where am I going?
Called up.
Do I have to
That
get
is our
out?
actual desert we have. The full walk is a big deal, like you might need a guide.
Hmm.
Yeah, so Jacob, when we were there, we did that. I was going to say little walk. I think it was 2 hours. But
Which one? Where were
And-
we?
in Turangi, when we went to Taupo.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I thought you were talking about Iron Mountain. When we went to Iron Mountain and did that short walk that Bronze friend said, I do it every
Oh.
morning for school, and then we're
Yeah,
both like almost
every time I talk
fucking
about a
dying
walk, you
'cause
think
it
it's
was
that
like-
one, and that's like not even on my radar or something to
because it
bring
was the
up.
craziest. It was like literally a mountain.
It was a hill,
It was a mountain.
but a hill
It was
is
very
big
steep.
still. But anyway, no, when we were in Turangi, and we did that walk.
Yeah.
That had like long that had
Yeah.
walks that are like 5 days long.
That's right, yeah.
So that's probably the one.
That would probably, yeah, that's probably it, actually. That'd be it.
Like we've never been hiking, and they were like people not professional hikers, you know, people who properly do this with packs and everything who were doing those walks. We just like walking and occasionally I think we've done like 2 hours. And
What's the Turangi one?
I think it was
That
an
was
hour
about-
there, an hour back.
Yeah, that was reasonably long.
That's probably our limit, though.
I've done a 4-hour walk before.
Was that the
It
unintentional
was an
one?
unintentional 4-hour
Yeah.
walk, but I've done it. That's what
Mounts-
happens when you don't pay attention to where the track you're supposed to be doing goes, and you go on, take a wrong turn, and then 4 hours later you're like, well, how is this walk still going? And then you end up on lost. Well, not lost.
Pre-cell phones.
You end up coming out where you don't expect to. Yeah, pre-cell phones as well, so you have to make a collect call to your parents to pick it up.
Mount Sunday is a cool Lord of the Rings walk. It is. It draws?
I think I need to get us over there
I
first.
don't even remember that. And the Two Towers, which is just a hill, but it's surrounded by proper mountains on all sides. Ugh. City Park, I think it's called Mount Victoria. There is a Mount
yeah,
Victoria.
Mount Vic, yeah.
Is there a Mount Vic City Park?
Is there still a Mount Vic City Park?
Wait,
Because
I
they
have a
did
phone.
put a motorway through there quite a number of years ago. So it might not actually exist anymore. If it's what I'm thinking.
I mean, I don't know a lot of places that I should know.
Actually, no, that's not. Oh, did that go where Mount Vic is? I don't think it did. that motorway, so I might still be there. I don't know if I've ever been there, to be honest. I haven't been to a lot of parks in town. I tend to not go to town for parks. I tend to not go to town if I can avoid it, because it's always so damn busy. And the roads are very confusing if you're driving. There's too many one-way streets. Not enough parking, so it's always a nightmare.
I just searched Wellington City Park first, and it just brings up all the parks.
All the parks. So, I'm going to get back in this. Maybe? Go in there, sir. What are you doing? Yeah.
There are parks associated with Mount Victoria in both Wellington and Auckland,
Oh.
I think.
Wait, really? That's odd. There's a thing, look at it! Look at it! Oh god, it's on me. It's breaking the window.
Oh, this is
I'm gonna
like the spectres in the Golden Compass. Subtle knife.
Oh yeah. It looks more like a mermaid. Kind of.
Oh,
Without this
I
thing.
didn't see the body. I just saw the black. But I was more thinking the fact that they're
Or
like
a
coming
siren.
after you.
It's like a siren.
Sirens sit on land and sing.
Yeah, but they have like hair. They have long hair usually. And they're like associated with water. And ships. I guess. I don't know. It's
I mean, just
First thing
kind
that popped
of
into my
looks
head.
like a child.
a child siren. It's a chiren.
I just finished the third book like a few days ago. I know that you and Laurie were rereading those as well. I can't really get into it because Jacob might reread them.
Oh yeah, I
Right.
mean it's fine if you want to get into a bit of it, but I just don't want. I didn't want too many spoilers
Yeah.
because I know you wanted to talk to me about it, but then it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like
No.
you're talking to
I
me
was
about
just
a lot,
saying
so
that
I was
though,
like,
so we don't have spoilers. But I did not remember that third book like at all, except for the one heart wrenching thing that I knew was going to happen.
I think
but
I know what you're
couldn't remember
talking
how
about with
or
that.
why that was going to happen. But
'cause I have read them.
Yeah.
It was just a long time ago.
I was just amazed at how much I didn't remember. Like I knew I didn't remember it because I couldn't tell you what happens. But then when I was rereading it, I'm like, really? None of this is familiar at all? But yeah, the
No.
spectres are well done in the show.
The hell?
Everything's well done in that show. That show is really
The
good.
show is good, actually. Yeah. Get back, evil fiend.
Office chair.
There's indeed an office chair. Stay there.
What are we actually trying to do right now?
We're trying to just go to the right of the screen. This is the objective of this game, basically. Go to the right. We also have to go through here without her murdering us. But if we hit that, then our light goes out and then she kills us. So,
Honestly, the show is so much better than the books. It is ready to get an adaptation where I think all the changes are for the better. Yeah, I'm
see, what am I supposed to do?
The first book, I was a bit disappointed because it seemed kind of, and this is the word I was trying to think of when I was telling Laurie about it weeks ago and I couldn't think of the word. The first book I actually found kind of juvenile. And I was like, like I know that I read it as a kid, but I didn't think it was going to be like juvenile in theme. Even though I know there's big themes in it, but just it was, I don't know, I can't really explain it other than it came across a bit juvenile to me and I was a bit disappointed in the kind of bland characters. And then in the second one, I sort of had that feeling, but I was getting into it. I still really enjoyed the first book. But the second book, I was like enjoying it more, getting into it a bit more. Whereas we can't like click into that little dome bit or something, can we?
We need to shut that door. Pretty sure.
Yeah, well, I assumed we would, but I couldn't see
Like that.
how. Oh, okay. But by the time I got to the third book, I sort of was like, oh, this doesn't feel juvenile anymore. It's sort of like it got like the actual writing was better the more you got through it. They were less like one-dimensional. I may be a bit biased though. I just got so frustrated while reading it, and yep, the first book seems very in her head, and she's a bit of a child, not understanding.
I guess
things yet.
that's a
Yeah.
fair point. It is in
Well,
her head, so
Well, that is a fair point.
the writing's more tailored to her.
but it's not just the like her thoughts. It wasn't that her thoughts came across as juvenile. That's not what was bothering me. It was juvenile in the sense that it was like seemed aimed at a young audience, but also the characters being a bit one-dimensional, a bit bland, and a bit boring, and a bit simple, or in an unrealistic way where it's like just not rich.
Yeah.
But as I said, that kind of I felt got better in the later ones. The thing I think is interesting is there were some characters, pretty much all the characters I could imagine as what I thought from reading the book, or I could imagine the TV show characters, and I could kind of interchange them because they were equally as strong to me, or like I could put them in their own context. Except for Mary Malone, who I almost could be interchangeable, but I leaned heavily towards the TV show version because I think the TV show version is way better than the book version of her. And Lyra, I leaned towards the book version because I hate Lyra in the TV show version. So yeah, that was kind of interesting. Mary Coulter, Mrs. Coulter, I can picture as someone. I can picture as the chick from the TV show. I can picture as Nicole Kidman, because despite that movie being terrible, she was still amazing. And I can also just picture as something completely separate that I see in the book. Oh, I don't like Lord Asriel in the TV show either.
Lord Asriel.
That what's his face?
I didn't mind. I think I liked all the characters in the TV show,
Yeah.
from what I can remember.
And but when I was watching the TV show, it wasn't even so much that it was like, oh, I love the book, and like they're not right, because I couldn't remember the book clearly. I could remember
Yeah.
the characters, but not clearly. But I just don't like either of them. I don't like the way they're acting. They seem unnatural compared to everyone else in the TV show. To me, they stand out as like bad acting. They've acted well in other things,
Yeah.
but
I mean, I probably
I
have the
don't
same
know.
opinion when I reread the books. That like, oh,
but I had that opinion
prefer the
before
book
rereading
people.
the book.
oh yeah, I suppose.
Remember, I just didn't like either.
But I
of
mean,
them.
like, my opinion might change
Yeah.
in terms of like having the comparison. What are we doing here?
Oh, it's kind of interesting with a game like this, even though it has lots of interesting things going on. It's obviously not like story, so we can kind of go off on these tangents really easily.
Story. Yeah, that's true. Going down.
It's just like when you see worms or something, it's like you need to point them out.
Yeah. Don't like a mini version. Do just hate. Yeah. Well, I guess
Yeah.
the character you're supposed to have that kind of feeling for.
Yeah.
So- But
I didn't like. Yeah, it's not so much that I wanted him to be likable; it's that I just didn't like the way he acted it at all. Yeah, it was the acting. Yeah, not the character being disliked. I just disliked him acting it. I think Daniel Craig was better cast
Daniel
as that in
Craig?
the movie.
Oh, it was Daniel Craig in that movie.
He was Lord Asriel.
I have not seen the movie.
The
'cause I
movie
refused to see it.
was well cast. The movie had great visuals. It unfortunately doesn't. It's weird because at the time I watched it and I was probably the only person who actually liked it at the time because I had recently been into the books, and so it was like cool. Yeah, it was just a visual of what I had been reading. I rewatched that movie this year just out of curiosity. That movie's a piece of shit. If you haven't read the books, that movie makes no sense. Like, there were bits that I was going, I understand what's happening right now, but if I didn't know this from the books, I would have no idea what's going on, because this isn't explained and there's no context and there's no internal logic. It doesn't make any fucking sense. But Nicole Kidman, fantastic fucking casting.
Well, she was basically what the writer envisioned that character as.
Not quite.
Yes,
I think I was the one who told you this, that I don't think he wrote it with Nicole Kidman in mind, but
No.
when he was,
But he wanted her for it.
Yes, he wanted Nicole Kidman because he was like a producer or whatever on the movie. She said no. She turned down the role, and the only reason she took the role in the end is because he personally wrote her a letter saying that he could, because I think she couldn't picture herself in the role or something, but he wrote her a personal letter and she was like, okay, I'll do it. And she was so good. Like, and I think in the book she might even be like dark hair, like all that stuff. Like, it's not like she is described as like a Nicole Kidman, but she's a good actress, and she was good in that role.
For the hat. I've got the hat now.
Nice. I liked it because big bears are cool. That was, to be honest, probably why I liked it when I was the movie anyway, as a kid.
This is like Abe's Odyssey now. Because we have to get a number of these people to the platform to open up the next area.
I have not played that or really watched you play it that much.
How do we... Oh, I think we have to get up here.
I mean, there's a thing, like, I think lots of kids have that, like, you know, wanting to have a big giant bear or wanting to have a cat that's in your bed, you know, and that the book on that very basic level. I kind of think that's almost what the first book is about, is just appealing to that
On
in
some
children.
level,
Yeah.
Alright, friends, let's go. Get on the elevator. Don't pick me up. Stop.
Well, I keep yawning now and it's almost 10.
Oh yeah, it is too.
So, maybe we'll find a natural stopping point. How does this work with saving?
I don't know. I think it's just automatic, as far as I can tell.
Because it doesn't have save points, it doesn't have a save option, and I haven't noticed an autosave icon, but...
They don't always have an autosave icon.
Yeah. It's interesting
Throw
because,
me in the
you know,
air.
the game obviously just starts with no intro, and there's nothing to tell you, like, what controls or anything. It just starts.
We've got to get all these peeps on here.
Jump?
Huh?
Do you have to jump?
No, see the
No.
number?
Oh, yep.
You got to have that many people on this thing to open the door. Roll me up. Woo! So we still need 12 more of them. 12 more friends. And I guess these ones are just going to follow me.
This is familiar.
Yeah?
Maybe this is one of the bits I saw you do.
Stop. Stop. But there's like 3 areas, I think? Or 2 areas, not including the one we were just in. Gotta find our friends.
I wonder when the next season of His Dark Materials is it?
I think it's next year, isn't it?
I think you're right. It's weird how much it changes coming back to old books, movies, and shows. I do have to say, though, Hunger Games holds up. I've not read The Hunger Games, but I probably will soon, purely because the order of books on the bookcase, I think that might be next.
I've read 2. I read the first 2 and like half of the last one, and I actually got bored of the last one, and I didn't finish it.
Ah, interesting.
But that might just be me. I feel like it kind of parts of it dragged.
I've not seen the movie, but Mortal Engines. It was interesting. So Mortal Engines and His Dark Materials, I don't know if they came out at the same time or whatever, but everyone was reading His Dark Materials, and I was like, the fuck are you talking about? I was reading Mortal Engines, and I didn't know anyone who read Mortal Engines.
I haven't read that one.
I didn't know that it was a book that was famous or that other people knew until there was all this hype about the movie, and I was like, wait, other people know this book? Because I read this and no one knew what the fuck I was talking about because everyone was reading his Dark Materials. Anyway, apparently people did. That holds up because I reread that like a year or two ago. And there's 3 books in that as well, and I had read the first 2. The first book I'd read multiple times, I think, but the second book I'd also read but didn't really remember, but I hadn't read the third book, so it was really interesting coming back to this book I absolutely loved as a kid and then reading it as an adult and being like, still great, love it, but then actually like reading the second and third book, which was new, and like getting closure and the rest of the story, and that was a kind of interesting experience because it was like, yeah, coming back to the childhood thing but getting something new, which is kind of interesting. They were the books when my brother and I my brother and I grew up with. See, my brother and sister, well, my brother's 6 years younger than me. My sister, who's like similar age to me, didn't read those books, so we didn't really like talk about those books that much. But to be fair, she got diagnosed with Ehlers syndrome like years later, so there was kind of like a reason that she didn't enjoy reading as much. But it was like the books. My dad and I would read the same books. Mortal Engines, Predator's Gold, Infernal Devices, and A Darkling Blade. Okay, maybe there's 4. I'm pretty sure I read all of them. And from the ending I remember, I'm pretty sure nothing more could have happened after that. Okay, maybe there was 4 and I'm mixing up because... see, I don't have a physical copy of the books because they're my dad's books that I read. Well, last time I read them, I borrowed his. I'm fairly certain I read all of them. I've just merged them into 3 books. But yes. Very good. I'm hesitant about the movie. I've been told it's good by people who haven't read the book. So I don't fully trust that. I don't like being one of these people who gets annoyed by things changing. Because I'm like, guess what? Like, I'm usually like, it's fine. The book still exists and it's fine. Like, things are going to change. And I don't have a problem with that. Oh, it's great, it's terrible. The issue I have, and I posted about this on Twitter at the time, is that I saw what Hester looks like. And Hester looked like a pretty girl with a bit of a scar on her lip. Now, fine. You don't have to necessarily make it perfectly exactly what is described in the book. But I'm personally offended by the idea that women and girls can't be ugly and that you have to be pretty. I'm like, just let women be ugly.
The thing is, they also did that with Tyrion in the Game of Thrones series.
Yes. It's a similar thing. Yeah.
It made him less ugly.
Made him less ugly because you... And yeah. I
think it's a Hollywood thing.
It's like a Hollywood
thing. They want people
thing.
to look attractive.
And I think, as I said, I'm personally offended by that because I think that says things about society.
It does.
And it says that if I am... I was going to say if I were ugly, just like, because I'm really not. But also, like, this shouldn't be a concept that we even care about necessarily. But I don't think I'm ugly. But also, if I were...
It's because you're not ugly.
But if I were, like, that shouldn't matter. And that shouldn't determine my worth. So just on that factor alone, that pisses me off and offends me. But in particular in Mortal Engines, when that's actually quite a huge part of the character, it's not just like she artificially, looks a certain way. It's quite important. So, yeah, okay, cool. You just said the same thing. The sex factor, ugly doesn't sell according to Hollywood. Exactly. Honestly, it's a big part of her character and why she was so bent on revenge too. Like, she thought he permanently destroyed her. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's... yeah, so... Even if I got told it was terrible, but I saw a picture of her, or hadn't seen any picture of her, I'd just be like, yeah, whatever, I'll go watch it, that's fine. But that one thing kind of just makes me so uncomfortable that I haven't been able to bring myself to watch it yet. If they would hire me to be in a show, it wouldn't get any ratings.
Oh, what? I'd watch it. I'd rate it high.
I think it is. It's usually even more difficult, I think, for women characters as well. Like Tyrion is a good example of a male character where that's happened.
Yeah. I mean, his is like...
But there's, to be fair, in the past, they would have done something like that and just had a slightly short man, you know, rather than a person.
His is kind of... I wouldn't say it's pivotal to his character, but it is like a factor in his character.
Yeah, I can see that, because him being, I'm not sure, a little person, I think that's the correct term, sorry if it's not, is, you know, that kind of plays into it, so I can see how, without having read the books yet, how that could have been a bigger thing.
But I guess like they still have elements of it in the series, the TV series, but it's just very much... what's the word? Watered down, I guess.
Yeah.
Like he pretty much loses his entire nose in the books.
Yeah, see, and I remember you telling me that actually, because I was describing what Hester's meant to look like. She's meant to have a scar that goes... She's missing an eye and has no nose. Like, it's not just a scar on her lip that produces a scowl. She has one eye and no nose. The scar is massive. The scar is deep. Her scar is like sliced her face. It's, you know, yeah. Just let women be ugly. Let anyone be ugly, but my particular issue is let women be ugly.
Make quite a few. Come with me, friends. This guy's got a hat.
I was going to say, is it hard hats?
They've both got hats.
Yeah, they're hard hats.
Oh, nice. Come on. How many is this? We still need like heaps. We need like 12.
I was going to say like,
3.
oh, maybe this is the last 3 and we'll...
I feel like we knocked a cage down
I don't know.
to get some out, and I don't know where that cage is. Anyway.
Also, maybe not so much... Hester is... Well, I think you like her as a reader, but she's unlikable in the context of the story to most people, because she's not trying to be nice to everyone and make up for her ugliness by being nice. She's pissed and she's going to act pissed. She does some horrible things. She's not always a good person. Because that's another thing. We don't have to be perfect and we don't have to be good.
This is true.
We can be ugly and horrible and still be an interesting character.
Flawed characters are usually the more interesting characters.
Exactly.
Looks like I'm trying to do like a weird cosplay of the Toadstool from Mario. How many do we have? What about this guy? You gotta come. Come on, man. Stop sleeping. We still need 8? Shit.
I'm not sure if we're going to find a better natural pausing point.
Alright. We'll just chill here with our...
I mean, yeah, like if we had something coming up soon, I'd say let's just keep going. But
chill here with our posse.
we've still got a bunch of people to find.